Welcome back to PDS, Personal Development Strategies. So how you doing? I hope everything's going well in your life and that as we're kicking off this month, that you are getting ready to do something amazing. You're like, Johnny, it's one thing. I know, but it's amazing. Because for some of you, you haven't accomplished a goal in a while. You haven't felt good about yourself in a while. And how cool is it to look at our lives, take inventory and say, I'm going to do this. There's something amazing, and if we can do this together and you can take pride in your life and yourself and develop something in your own life that's very strategic, a process that my desire for each one of you is that this is going to continue, that this is not just a 31-day test. You're going to develop things in these processes and hopefully in these strategies, personal development strategies that will help you continue on, okay? So what we had you guys do already is this. We started off with, first of all, looking at your life holistically, yours personally. If you're going to lead people, then you need to look at you first. And if you haven't listened to any of the other sessions, please go back and watch them in sequential order. It's important that you kind of catch yourself up to where we are in order for you to understand and get the best out of what we're doing together in this community. So thank you so much for your thoughts. Thank you so much for posting and letting us know what's going on. I'm pretty excited to help see some of you get to those things and to hear your whys, right? So we had you look at different areas of your life, your physical area, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual side of you. Not of your spouse if you're married, not of your kids if you have kids, not of your coworkers, but this is how are you doing? Because if you want to lead well and to lead others, you have to be able to lead yourself and develop personal development strategies for your own life so you can personally develop and be all that God has created you and designed you to be. So we had to look at that. That was very fun for some of you. You're like, okay, physically, and we had looked at three categories. Are you dying? Are you surviving? Are you thriving? You did that. And you came up with which one that you want to work on over the next 31 days. What is one area that you'd like to see accomplished, that you'd like to see some motion, some development in? And it was either personal, not personal, it's physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So you picked one of those out. And then you picked out what is that going to look like. You put some measurement to that, some measures behind it. And then after that, we ask you, okay, now that you have that, really important session that I think some of us most of the time forget, why? That is the last session. Make sure you check it out. It's real important. Why did you pick that goal? When you don't know why, when you know your whys behind the goal you picked, and there's an emotional attachment, and you know the why, and there's depth to it, it'll help you push on to get to that goal. It's helped me tremendously. So you've got your whys now. So I came up, this is where we are right now. Now it's going to get hopefully a little bit more fun, a little bit more collaborative as we're moving forward, because you're going to be able to hopefully help each other talk, dialogue somewhat as far as some of these things that we're going to talk about together. So I came up with just a sample, and so we can use this for our sake of discussion today, okay? So let's just say that you picked, I want to lose in the next 31 days 10 pounds. Okay, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 31 days. And I ask you the question, why? Why? Because over the last 6 weeks, I've just been gaining a lot of weight, and it's making me feel depressed. I want to look in the mirror, and so I want to feel better about myself. And so 10 pounds is a great start for you. So that was the why behind it, okay? That was the why. Maybe for some of you, you're physical, that was the physical side. The other thing I want to look at, let's just say emotionally. Emotionally, like, maybe you've had some problems with that. Like, emotionally you're not doing well. So I just wanted to kind of give you an example. So maybe for you emotionally, like, I want to take a 20-minute walk 2 times a week. And you're like, how does that deal with my emotions? Because that deals with you. And some of you, like, you're so wound up, so tight, when you don't have time to decompress, you need that because, and some of you realize, like, I need to take this walk because if I don't take this walk, I'm going to blow up on my family. I'm going to say things I don't want to say. And so I need these moments, and so that was your goal emotionally, to help you emotionally. And again, let's just say that you wanted to take 20 minutes, take a walk, 20 minutes, 2 times a week, okay? Let's just say, now this one's kind of fun. I did this one because I have teenagers, And I have one, and I have another one that's coming up. Let's say you're mental. I want to learn how to do a TikTok. Now, for those of you who are older than me and aren't around social media that much, you don't even maybe know what that is. When I first heard of TikTok, I was like, what is that? It sounds like a clock. TikTok. Well, it's similar to Vines, if you remember Vines. My daughter loves these things. She spends, this is kind of embarrassing. Not embarrassing, she spends hours looking through TikToks. She's asked me, Daddy, do a TikTok with me. I don't even know what I'm doing. So I want to learn that. You go, what do you mean? How is that going to help you? It's going to help me, first of all, because I'm going to learn more about social media. In the line of work I do, I oversee a lot of students as well. And so if I'm going to understand students better, I need to understand their world. Their world is TikTok. So I need I'm going to do one. And so I want to be able to do a TikTok in a month and maybe post it. I'm not sure about that, okay? And spiritually, let's just say that you wanted to read the book of Proverbs. You say, why do I want to read the book of Proverbs? Because it's wisdom. And right now, where I'm at in my job, in my world, with my kids and my family, I need wisdom, and so I want to read the book of Proverbs. Fantastic. So each one of you has your goal now. You have your goal, you have your why. So the next step now, and this is the fun part, this is the kind of the easy part. This is the part, though, where we get in the weeds. This is the part where oftentimes we don't follow through with it. This is the hows, okay? So if I'm going to lose 10 pounds, what is the strategy behind it? How am I going to go from X weight to X weight in 31 days? What does that look like? What is the action plan, the strategic plan that I need to do? I need to do A, B, C. What are those things? Now you need to start mapping those out. What are some things that you need to do? This is the do part, right? This is what I want to see happen. This is how we're going to do it to make it happen. These are the strategies that you're going to put behind it, okay? So I want you to think through that. That is your next step. Write down a strategic plan. Write down what does that look like. And in the next session, we're going to talk about something fun, but hopefully you're going to be able to help each other through this. This is really, I really want you to dialogue this as well. And to be able to say, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds. Here's what I'm thinking. And maybe some of you go, hey, I've done it before. Here's what I did. Here's what I did, okay? Maybe for some of you, I want to take a 20-minute walk 2 times a week. Well, in theory, maybe I would say, well, that's easy. Just go out and walk. But in order for you to do that, some things have to happen, right? Because you normally don't take, there's a reasons why you don't take a 20-minute walk. Because maybe you're on social media. Maybe your kids. Maybe, I don't know. But there's a reason why you don't do this. And so now you got to look at what can I do to do this. If I'm going to have 2 times a week, I'm going to take a 20-minute walk. What's the plan? If you don't have a plan, you're not going to do it. So you have a plan, right? Next one, do a TikTok. How am I going to do that? What's it going to look like? Okay, and I know this may sound silly and you're like, TikTok, John, there's some things that I got to do if I'm going to do this. Because guess what? It's not in me. I'm not a big phone kind of person and games and stuff like that. And that to me, if I'm not careful, will be a waste of time. But guess what's driving me? I need to know more about this, and this is something my daughter loves. That's what's driving me. Don't forget the whys of what Heinz driving you. Come up with your strategic plan. Spiritual, whatever that is. Read the book of Proverbs. Okay, I'm going to read the book of Proverbs this month. How am I going to do that? What's it going to look like? Because normally, apparently, again, you haven't done this. This is a goal. So you're trying to set something into place, right? An action plan. A strategic plan, the how to get it done. The how you're going to do that. How are you going to piece that puzzle together? That way, at the end of the month, the puzzle is complete. This is complete. And we cheer and go, yeah, you did it. How are you going to do that? So, in this session of personal development strategies, what I need you to do is to begin to write that out. I need you to go ahead and write that out, and if you can't put it in a document and send it to me, that would be fantastic. And actually, on this document, I need 3 things. Okay? I need you to put what that goal is. Haven't had you do this yet, right? This is where it gets real. This is where the accountability really sets in, ladies and gentlemen. Put that goal down. So my goal is to lose 10 pounds. Here's why. Here's why I'm doing that. And here's the strategy behind it. But when I put the strategy out, I want you to go ahead and post it as well. This is what we want to do. And let's see if we can dialogue a little bit about kind of what we're doing and why we're doing it and the strategy behind it. So, in the post below, you guys have the freedom to post on here. I need you to go ahead and post, hey, this is so-and-so. My name is Johnny, and you have to say my name, we're going to know that, right? So, Johnny, I want to do a TikTok next month. I want to do one together, and here's my strategy. Here's how I'm going to do it. First of all, I'm going to download it. Second of all, I'm going to study it, look at all the YouTube videos about it. I'm going to look at the pros and the cons. I'm going to spend time with my daughter. I'm going to see what it's all about. And I don't know, again, I've never done this before, so understand that. But to go ahead and write that down. Get that sent to me. Again, I want to help you. You're part of the community now, okay, that wants to help you accomplish this goal. So, that's what I need you to do. Now, you've got this goal. What is the strategic plan behind it? How are you going to do that now? Okay, because we're starting this month, and now we got to start putting this into action, putting these steps into play. Okay, y'all got it? Not that difficult. I'm not asking you to do a ton, but let's do this. I believe in you. I believe that you can accomplish these things, and I believe that you'll believe in yourself. Hopefully, you're starting to believe, hey, I can do this. Okay, so we're gonna help each other do that. And next time we talk, though, it's going to be pretty important, because next time we talk, I have got some things I want to share with you that are really going to begin to give you some strategic ideas to begin to put this into place, so that way when this month ends, when these 31 days end, that you may just keep rolling with this. It's not like, okay, I did my 20-minute walk, I'm done, and I'm not going to do it again. Maybe, just maybe, the things that we'll talk about, the strategies that you'll learn, you'll be able to continue this and let this be more of a lifestyle. As you personally develop these things, they become part of your DNA. See, that's what it is for me. These principles and strategies that I'm learning are now a part of my DNA. This is what I do. This is why I do it. This is why it's so important. I'm able to be driven because I've taken time to do some of these things, to walk through some of these things. So you guys got it. Have a fantastic day. Make sure you get that sent to me. Don't forget, I need these things right. What is it that you're trying to accomplish? Why? And then the strategic approach to it. This is going to help us out, okay? Have a wonderful day. You got this. Crush this day. It's yours. Take it.